Carlton weather, sponsored by First Choice Holidays, for a refreshing choice.
Good evening. It's already a bit of a damp one out there, and I can't see it getting much drier in the next 24 hours. Some rain around tonight, especially to the west of London. Not particularly cold at this stage, lowest around 11. The wind's picking up tomorrow morning, though, and the rain pushing in too. Some heavy bursts, again, especially to the west of London. Some dry spells, but don't rely on them. Through the afternoon, many of us will see some bursts of quite heavy rain.
Double O.
Robbery is theft with a threat of violence. We want to know if you have information about anyone involved in this sort of crime. Most robberies take place in the street, with bags and personal property being snatched. Businesses and the people who work for them can be the victims of robbery too. Betting shops, off-licences and fast food chains are most likely to be robbed. You can help tackle robbery in London. Call Crimestoppers if you know about this or any other crime. Remember, your call is free. You can give information anonymously and you could be eligible for a cash reward. Call Crimestoppers now on 0800 555 111. That's 0800 555 111.
The best music videos and up-to-date information on the bands you want to know more about, plus the chart rundown and interviews with the artists of the moment.
Watch Videotech.
I only have Videotech.
Videotech.
If it's in, it's on Videotech. Thursdays, 6:30 on Carlton.
Tonight, we are exploring the world of the paranormal.
Investigating claims to powers and abilities we find difficult to believe. What is the human mind capable of? Can people be cured by touch alone? The Paranormal World of Paul McKenna, Tuesday at 8:30 on Carlton.
Workout, but in the end they called it Nympho Vixens on Heat. That's the good thing, isn't it, about educational videos? You could be a lot more explicit than your traditional hardcore sex stuff, you know. But I think it's important that we learn about things like that, because people are so coy, aren't they, about sex. But it's the only qualification I left school with. Because I learned about the birds and bees at a very young age, about how bees visit different flowers and pollinate them, about how some bees prefer doing things with other bees, and some bees like to chain other bees to the bed and whip them. And some bees visit loose flowers in red flower districts. It was a big shock to me when I discovered humans were at it as well. But that's the problem, isn't it? We're so euphoric. Oh, why isn't there another word for euphemistic? Oh, there, I said it. We're so euphemistic and shy in this country. I mean, I went to the doctor the other day and he asked me if I'd been taking any risks recently. I thought, well, I've been running across roads when the lights aren't red. I've been reheating my korma a few times over. What's he talking about? Apparently what he meant was, was I up the duff? Why didn't he just say? But I must say about my video, don't try some of the stunts at home, girls. And remember, don't sleep with strangers. Because some girls shag blokes, they don't even know what car they drive. Hello. And good evening, where? And here is tonight's society news. With me, Jamie Hoare.
And me, Liggy Bingley Toppingham.
First tonight, home affairs.
The Duchess of York's role as official spokesman for Weight Watchers is in jeopardy tonight, following the discovery at her Kensington home of a cachet of mayonnaise, Thousand Island dressing and salad cream. Police are currently investigating several other anonymous sources.
Meanwhile, speculation continues as to the content of this year's honours list. Several TV personalities are in line for nominations. Miss Barbara Windsor to become a dame, and Sir Bob Geldof to get the Order of the Bath.
Tamara Beckworth has responded to criticism that she's a spoilt little rich girl, insisting that she's actually quite broke and can barely rub two coppers together. Miss Beckworth has since received several unexpected invitations to the Metropolitan Police dinner dance.
Blood sports desk. 15-year-old bachelor Prince William has shot and killed another stag on the Balmoral estate,
making him the one member of the family who still knows how to bring home a fast buck.
There was heartbreak too for the controversial rock icon Liam Gallagher when he and his actress and model bride, Miss Cheesy Watsit, confirmed rumours that they are to have a trial separation.
Mr. Gallagher and Miss Potty Halfwit are currently being assisted by lawyers in splitting up their joint possessions.
So far, he's got the Rizzler papers and she's got the stash.
Turning away from celebrity gossip, Mr. Keith Chegwin has denied rumours that his old drink problem has resurfaced. He assured both his fans that he was still a firm believer in the old adage, checkers can't be boozers.
This year's Beaujolais Nouveau has finally hit the streets.
The lavatory pans, the sick bags, the shoes of people who didn't get out of the way quickly enough.
Finally, a lottery update.
And tonight's big rollover jackpot of £20 million has gone to a single jackpot winner.
Mr. Richard Branson said he was delighted by the win, but wouldn't let it change his lifestyle.
That's all today's society news, but we'll be back tomorrow with all the latest breaking
marriages.
So from Licky
and me, Jamie, it's good night and ciao!
Twasham on the Hill is a quiet village, a picture postcard of English country life. But the peace and tranquility of this quiet village green is being cruelly interrupted. One member of the local community has been struck down by the modern disorder innuendoitis. Little is known about this condition, except that it seems to affect only men and can vary from a mild carry-on to a full-blown British seaside humour. Some experts believe it may be as a result of watching too many 70s sitcoms. But one thing is certain, life in this picturesque hamlet will never be the same again, because Ivor Tiddler's life is ruled by innuendo.
Oh, Mr. Brown, getting your plums out early this morning. Morning, ladies. Any buns in the oven this morning? What can you tempt me with then, Mrs. Ledbetter? Ah, your tarts fresh. I can see they are. I wouldn't mind getting my hands on one of your tasted tarts this morning.
Well, we've seen the public consequences of this condition, but what's it like behind closed doors? Is the wife of Ivor Tiddler suffering in silence?
So how are you coping?
Well, it's less embarrassing in the village. The little Bob is very good about the compliments on his shiny helmet, and the vicar always smiles when Ivor asks him can he take a look at his organ at the back of the church. When we tried to go to France last year, and Ivor asked the customs lady if she fancied having a rummage through his enormous package, she put him in quarantine. You see, it only affects the British mail, and they're rather worried about it spreading across Europe. It's highly contagious.
So life isn't easy for Mrs. Tiddler, and for Ivor's neighbours, the strain is beginning to show.
Hello, Mr. Tiddler.
Hello! I've been surveying the state of your ear this afternoon, and I'm here to offer my services with any help you might need with the sweeping of your back passage.
Don't worry, Mr. Tiddler. I've got some help in the garden.
Oh, got someone on the job, eh? Get it in there!
Doctors are desperately searching for a miracle cure for this highly contagious disorder. This is Ken Andrew reporting for Gale's World News. At the end of the day, getting to grips with a nice big stiff one. Mine's a large one. Do you fancy one? Hey, what?
We wanted to let you see what it's like to be rich and famous, what it's like to lead a glamorous lifestyle. So I decided to let our film crew accompany me on a day out with my best mate, another TV sex symbol, hello's Vicki Michelle. But as you'll see from the film, the day took a dramatic twist. And if you've been wondering why you haven't seen Vicki in any of the papers or on the TV for a couple of weeks, this sensational film will explain why.
Doing here?
What's going on? Oh, Vicki, you look nice. You doing a kinky shoot for Abba Monthly? I'll break for them.
No, I'm not. Look, Gayle, I didn't want you to know this, but now that you're here, I may as well reveal the truth.
What are you on about?
Quick, get in.
Oh, is this some sort of Ann Summers party?
Yeah. There's something you ought to know. All my years of Allo TV fame, that was just a ruse. A way of infiltrating the media. God, it's been hard masquerading as a lightweight all these years.
What are you on about? Oh, my God, Vicki. Didn't the appearances on Celebrity Squares or Noel's house party mean anything to you?
That was just a foil, you fool. It was all part of a bigger plan. A master plan for women to rule the world.
Women rule the world? Mark Grant wouldn't like that.
We are committed to spoiling men's fun. To make them do things for us they've always hated.
Have you been drinking?
No, and I'm not alone. For years, my generals and I have been hoodwinking TV moguls, successfully disguising ourselves as bimbo airheads for lightweight shows. It was a stroke of genius. Who would suspect what we were planning? And now we are on the verge of securing female world supremacy. A word of warning, Gayle. The information you hear within these four walls must never be repeated. It is entirely confidential. And we deal with traitors in the most severe manner. And we've had one or two. Cast your mind back to this woman. She betrayed the cause. Instead, she embraced the world of fluffy TV. She actually started enjoying fronting shows full of nonsense and drivel. We deal with such traitors harshly. Remember her little fall on the ski slopes? That was no accident. I shall now introduce you to my generals. General 1?
Kathy Lloyd, Head of Intelligence. Code name, Brains. General in charge of Phase 1, spoiling men's football.
And what are you planning?
To sabotage the England versus Germany match in pubs throughout England, Ma'am.
Inspired, General.
Thank you, Ma'am.
General 2.
Daniela Westbrook, Head of Military Operations. Code name, Widow Twanky. General in charge of Phase 2, spoiling men's Saturdays.
And what are you planning, General?
To make men go shopping with their wives, ma'am.
Good work, General.
Thank you, ma'am.
General 3.
Sarah Cox, head of Girly TV, codename TV Totty. General in charge of Phase 3, spoiling men's driving.
And what are you planning, General?
Make men Matt read for their wives and be complimentary about women drivers, Ma'am.
Good work, TV Totty. But once again, I have to reprimand you. Too many times you've been showing intelligence whilst on the air. This has got to stop. Otherwise, I shall have no alternative but to replace you with a far more believable bimbo. GMTV's Fiona Phillips. Well, we're ready. The time has come to put our plans into action. Good luck, everyone. Now, let us chant our message to all men. Your time has come, no more fun. Your time has come, no more fun. Your time has come.
Will Vicki and her die-hard dollies achieve their dream of world supremacy? Can Gayle save the day? Or will men get toppled from their power?
Tune in next week to see what happens when killer bimbos bite back.
L'Oreal introduced the greatest innovation since the kiss. Color Endure non-transfer lip color. Color Endure stays on you.
And only you.
Won't budge, won't leave marks.
Won't kiss you goodbye.
L'Oreal brings you moisturizing lip color that won't leave marks.
Nothing feels so right.
Color Endure in 30 fantastic shades. No one offers you more, just like true love.
Color endures.
Color Endure, the first.
You'll never guess what happened last night.
Police smashed through our windows on ropes and arrested my husband and all 4 of my children.
Oh, yeah?
So I missed Emmerdale, Brookside and EastEnders.
Oh, poor thing.
What happened?
Well, Jackie's still partially blinded after Leanne, her friend and a secret prostitute, threw acid in her face. Kim Tate came back from the dead and murdered her husband, who was accused of her murder. And Ian...
Which one's Ian?
He's the one whose wife hired someone to shoot him.
Oh, and she's having an affair with both brothers, isn't she?
Talking of which, Dan wants to go and visit his brother Nat, who's only living in Sim with his own sister.
I'm sorry, call me old-fashioned, but I couldn't have sex with my brother.
Mind your brother doesn't look like Nat Simpson.
True. I'll tell you what I miss, David Wicks.
Is he the one who's dad to his stepbrother's fiancée?
He's his stepbrother's father-in-law.
Oh, and his son's a schizophrenic.
Not surprised.
So he was back in Neighbours?
Who?
Harold. Not dead at all, apparently, just a small bump on the head. Bad case of amnesia.
Who's Harold?
See? Couching.
She's still saying Kevin.
You know, I'm sorry, Sally should never have gone away. I mean, a man has his needs.
And Sinbad still arguing with Tin Heads.
Yeah. I'm really going to have to go soon. It's nearly time for home and away.
I know. I'm dying to find out what Elsha's going to say to Marilyn about Fisher.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, by the way, why were John and the kids arrested?
Dunno. Forgot to ask.
Yes, Pearl Ann, my darling. I know you've been my agent for years, and I'm not criticising you. Yes, of course. Directing Othello has always been a dream of mine, you know that. And, of course, I was delighted when I was offered the chance to do it. And I was particularly thrilled when my darling Del Jacobi, who I've had many years of very happy working pleasure with at the National, agreed to play the lead role, yes. But you did not tell me that it was a Gayle Tuesday production and she has all rights over casting. Yes, I'm afraid it does cause a huge problem because, without consultation, Derek Dearheart has been dropped from the lead role. By fax. Yes. And Gayle's replaced herself as Othello. You're absolutely sure there's no way out of this contract? You're breaking up, darling, you're breaking up. What? Yes. I don't want to insult the poor girl, but I mean, really, I mean, let's face it. I mean, she hardly has the gravitas, insight, or sense of pathos to play the tragic Moor. I mean, one of English literature's greatest Shakespearean heroes. Oh, my God. An alien's just landed. I'll call you right back.
Hey, what do you think? Now, listen, I'd really love to get in touch with Shakespeare, you know, to see if I've got the look right. Have you got his telephone number?
I'm sorry, darling, I'm afraid he's not on the telephone.
Not on the phone? Hasn't got a contact number. He's not much of a writer. It's ridiculous. Now, listen, I don't want to put a damper on things, darling. I really like the play and everything, but let's face it, where are the laughs? There's not one joke in this.
Gayle, this is a tragedy.
I'll agree with you there, not to even put a joke in.
Gayle, my darling, remember I told you how vital it was to have mental preparation for a role? I mean, have you done any preparation? I mean, to understand the role, to understand the soul of the man, to understand the tragic more?
Oh, yes, I've done my preparation and research.
Oh, good.
I've started buying more magazines. And I've started smoking more cigarettes. And I've been buying some records as well. More. How'd you like it?
Gayle, Othello is one of English literature's greatest tragic heroes.
Yes, but nobody likes a whiner, darling. I don't even feel sorry for him.
Just try and put yourself into Othello's shoes.
Well, what size was he? You've got to give me some information.
I'm going to lie down.
These directors, they're all one sandwich short of a picnic. You've got Gary Webster playing Iago. I thought he was going to be really great, you know, because, you know, he's such a sort of tough, hard-nut geezer, not one of those weirdo drama school types that take their clothes off and then pretend to be a tree. Well, Iago and Gary seem to get on well. But, to be honest, Gary isn't what I expected at all. I mean, I don't mean to be rotten about him and everything, but he's a little bit strange, really.
Gayle!
You wait till you see this.
Oh, hello, Ducky. Nice to see you. Oh, I'm just dying for a vodka martini. I'm sorry I'm a bit late, but I had to take Napoleon for a whoopsie. Look at you, bad hair day. Now, listen, have you finished with that book on Buddha I lent you?
Oh, right, yeah. I've been meaning to have a look at it, but I've been so busy, you see, Gary. I've been watching this paint dry and... I mean, I looked at the back cover. I mean, he looks like a really nice bloke. See what I mean? He is not normal.
So, Tony Hopkins told me what Vanessa Redgrave does with a pair of bananas is nobody's business. Are we ready to rehearse, my darlings? And action.
Oh, beware, my lord, of jealousy. It is a green-eyed monster which doth mock the meat it feeds on.
That was superb.
Thank you, Melvin, darling. Now, do you think I got the essence of the character?
Oh, definitely, darling. You're absolutely marvellous. Oh, dear heart. Now, Gayle, Act 1, Scene 2, action.
Oh, Iago, come over here. You're right stirry, you are, you lying git.
Stop! That's not the right line, is it?
Well, it's something like that. I'm just making it more modern. I think you're being very precious about the odd change here and there.
Odd change here and there. Earlier today, you turned the death scene into a Ray Cooney farce. And Gayle, my darling, I mean, you can't take it upon yourself to change your line to Iago from cast off that cloak to when did you last see your trousers? And what is that?
Well, that's Liz Early and Desdemona. I think she's much more lifelike than she usually is. I think her acting's improved. She's better in this than she was in Samson and Delilah. Now, you see, the thing about this Shakespeare, darling, he's a bit overrated as a writer. I mean, he just says things no one says no more.
I just can't work like this, I can't. I mean, is she trained? Exactly what qualifications has she got to be an actress?
Well, I've got childcare CSE. Because I was in the bomb set school and all the girls in my class had to do it. It's quite handy, really, because most of us was about 3 months pregnant at the time.
Yes, love, but that doesn't train you sufficiently to be a professional actress.
Well, not officially, no. But I went to Cambridge.
Cambridge, oh, did you?
Yeah, but but that was just a day trip to Dorothy Perkins. But I'm ever so interested in the classics because I want to play Pocahontas in a stage play. Yeah. I bought an outfit specially. I got it from the Disney store. Yeah, I've been preparing my role.
Me, big boob squaw, you big bub chief director. Woo!
I've had enough of this. Look, let's go with the rehearsal. Let's do the last scene, please. Right. Places, everybody.
Listen, I've got an idea about how to end the play. I thought we could do a big musical number, you know, have Tragedy by the Bee Gees. I mean, that'd be great, wouldn't it? But listen, does anybody mind? Because I'd love to first Bagsy B and Barry.
This is ridiculous. Listen, if you wanted down market, you should have asked for Lionel Blair. We are doing Othello, not stars in their eyes.
Well, you're going to have to do it, aren't you, darling? Because you're under contract, both of you. Anyway, you don't have no choice, you see. But it'll be fantastic. What is it? Are you worried? Because you're going to look so lovely as the third Bee Gee.
Do you think I turned down an Ibsen with Trevor Nunn for this?
I am a well-known director. I have the respect of all my peers in the theatre. My reputation precedes me. Over my dead body will I be a Bee Gee.